The stinger for Chapter 12, getting started with that, says, your match is in danger, and your only chance to help lies in the Berlin underground with some shady characters. More than one shady character? Who could that be? Let's find out! So this is Chapter 12, Arms Race. Oh my. This is escalating quickly. Now, let's focus on what we have to do tonight. First off, Vipera is located near Alexanderplatz and has been rivaling some of its nightlife competition in Kreuzberg. It's one of Nikos's main trading locations, and I've confirmed that he'll be there for the weekend. That's nice. I don't know what Vipera is, but sure. He's a weapons master, a scavenger for out-of-this-world electronic parts. One of the biggest names on the black market. Okay. The thing is, this guy doesn't sell for cheap. So you'll have to bluff him into giving you the power core. I'm sorry, you want me to what? You want me to steal from this guy? I don't think that's a good idea, Alana. Wait, didn't you say this guy was, and I quote, crazy? More like wildly unpredictable. Let's just say he has a certain appreciation for spontaneity. So in other words, he could spontaneously try to kill me if I try to steal from him, Damien. Oh my god. Oh my god, this is a bad plan. Damien, your effort to sugarcoat how dangerous this mission is regrettably futile. Sloan, oh my goodness. So, we can say both of you have met Nikos before? Shouldn't we bring records of our own? Or weapons of our own? Or how are we gonna bluff someone with a criminal track record? I really think we need to know how we are going to bluff someone with a criminal track record. Because we don't have one. Sloan, you're the only one who knows what the power core looks like, and whether or not it will be compatible with Chloe. Damien and I will most likely be stopped at entry, so we've drafted cover stories for both of you. Oh, Jesus, this is gonna end badly. Whoa, hang on, you're not coming with us? They'll be able to recognize that we're investigators. Our names and faces are probably under their radar with a giant red X. Great. And Nadia? You've seen how that girl reacts under pressure, right? Nikos is a handful. We don't need 2 ticking time bombs in the same room. Oh god. No, you're right about that, but I wouldn't say Sloan is exactly fantastic under pressure, and we're pretty much untested. So, I don't know. At least you would know Nadia's about to go off, like... That walking popsicle? She's too much of a sweetheart. Hey, Alana, no. No, no. No, 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 no. You stay the fuck away from Nadia. I don't like you. I don't like you. You're a mean person. You haven't seen her when she's high on boba. Or a strict client deadline. Or both. Oh, so now they call it boba tea instead of bubble tea? That is really interesting. Huh. Besides, if things go south and Alana and I need to engage, someone needs to take care of Chloe. I mean, I would kind of figure, but maybe we just put her in shutdown mode, I don't know. Then her fate is in the hands of Kira and I? Actually, it's in the hands of Robin Blaine and Drew Tunney. Gender-neutral names, this is interesting. Who? Who do you think, Kira? Come on. Be a little bit genre-savvy. 2 members of Red Point Crew, a notorious crime syndicate in New York led by Saul Dillinger. Dilliger. Wow. You know what? No. His name is Soul now. Soul Dilliger. I know it's Soul, I don't care. You've been sent by your elusive kingpin to collect the latest developments in weapons tech from around the globe. Okay. You still actually haven't told me how we're supposed to bluff this guy, so now I'm kind of annoyed. Panda makes himself scarce. As you step into the private area with Sloane, you notice a weeping man kneeling in front of Nikos. Nikos, please. Nikos backhands the man, and Sloane jumps beside you. Oh, God. Yes, we know. Big, tough guy. Must be scary. Kira? Sloane, that's not my name. The man falls unconscious to the ground. A nearby guard hands Nikos a checkered pink handkerchief, which he uses to wipe his hands. Yeah, I ain't shaking your hands. I don't know where they've been, Nikos. That doesn't look sanitary. Blood on the Anastopoulos signet ring. What would my poor grandmama say? I don't know what's going on. It's okay. Finish this on the roof, please, Grizzly. And no blood on the heli. You know how I feel about the mess. Yo, am I supposed to be getting scared? Am I supposed to be scared? I'm not scared. Yes, sir. Okay. The man bears an unfortunate resemblance to someone I don't like, unfortunately. Grizzly hauls the man with one arm toward a staircase out back. People in the club don't dare glance their way. He owns this town. I don't know. Oh, God. Nikos turns to you, arms outstretched wide in welcome, his deep voice booming along the platform. Fuck! Okay. Now I gotta find, an entirely different voice for him. Alright. Now for our American guests. I'm glad to see you've made it safely. Say hello to my canine team. Choose carefully and I'll tell you more about them. Okay. So we have a grenade, a dagger, or the stun gun. That looks awfully familiar. I want to hear about that. Alaskan Malamute. Sure. Both affectionate and playful, but also dangerous. It's gaining popularity in the market nowadays. Can down anything from bouncer to a full-grown bull. Oh, yeah? Because those get big, dude, and they've got really thick hides, and if it can take down both a bouncer and something with a hide that thick, I'm thinking it just kills the bouncer. Straight up. Just death. Absolutely a masterful tool. I got another point with him, I guess. Sure. Good to know. But we're actually not here for that kind of weapon. More of a power source? We're supposed to bluff him into giving it to us. How are we going to do this? Ah, then you'd be better suited by something like a Great Dane. A German specialty, eh? What? Nico shows you what seems to be a 5-pound mini missile with intricate black and white logo detailing and a smooth silver finish. Now, I know it looks heavy, but it really isn't. It's a shoulder-fired munition with impeccable precision. It's got a screen to lock your target, never misses. Okay. Is this the gun or is this just the ammo? I'm so confused. Oh, not that type of power source. All right, you drive a hard bargain. I do? What the fuck? Weapon of your choice and the Great Dane for 50% off. What do you say? That's pretty fair, right, Grizzly? Yes, sir. Actually, we're looking for an Helios 6 power core. He looks at you in turn and grins from ear to ear. All right, Americans. You've got yourself an ally. 2 points with him was enough, I guess. I admit I had my doubts when I first saw you, but you've changed my mind. How? How did we change his mind? The power core is yours. Nikos opens a deposit box on his wall of weapons and hands you a power core. We are going to examine the merchandise. Thank you, sir. We appreciate it. I'll be waiting for your shipment of the prototype. Hopefully sooner than later. Oh my god, if there really is a Red Corps or whatever the hell group we just impersonated, we probably just started an international incident by promising something that will never show up. This is great. This is fantastic. Cool, so we retrieved the power core from Nikos. Yay! You have our word. Sir, your next appointment is here. You, Sloane, and Nikos turn to the entry, but... There they are! Uh-huh. Okay. Bald Neville is after us again. Kira! It's Eros! A blur of electric light crackles from the guard's taser, and Panda falls limp to the ground. People scream in surprise, and panic overcomes the club. Cool, we can get lost in it. What the hell is going on? Bad guys! Very bad guys! And they're after us! Grizzly, my Malamute! Grizzly tosses him the stun gun, and Nikos takes aim, his eyes alight. No time for googly eyes! I'll cover for you, go! Wow, okay. Cool. Yes, sir. I noticed, he hasn't noticed Sloane calling us by another name. That's really odd. You and Sloane leap over the private area's barrier as a loud crash rings behind you. Nikos' eyes are wide as he watches the vases on the wall tumble to the ground. Those are antiques, you uncultured scum! I bought them as souvenirs! Amidst the commotion, you see Damien and Nadia with arms around Chloe, heading your way. What the fuck, you guys? No! Go away! What? Why'd you bring her in? We're supposed to be heading out! The van's surrounded, and we can't fight while watching Chloe at the same time. She is still unconscious, by the way. This is going well. Then I need you guys to cover for me while I reactivate Chloe with the new power core. Gotcha. Kira! You turn to see Eros' guards rushing toward the bar. He draws his taser and aims directly at you. Okay, they're not even going to give me a choice, just dodge the taser. Cool. You duck and the wire misses by a hair. Oh, that's right, I guess these aren't the Eros tasers. That's the Endless Summer taser is what the Alaskan Malamute was. Oh well. Whew, that was close. Chloe's eyes flutter open and she scans her surroundings in panic. Yeah, she went down in this nice, quiet, country cottage right before breakfast, and now it's nighttime and she's in an incredibly loud nightclub with people screaming. Yeah, panic would be a mild word to describe that. Kira? Sloane? What's going on? Basically, we're in desperate need of an exit strategy. The helicopter. Nikos mentioned that he has one parked on the roof. All eyes turn to Sloane. No. Piloting was a one-time thing, thank you. I'm not endangering your lives again, especially since I don't know the first thing about flying a chopper. Why do I have a feeling somebody else does? But Chloe could. Uh-huh. What do you mean? Well, we just hook her up to the Matrix and we download the helicopter program. I could install Chloe with a helicopter piloting skill, but we'd need time for the feature to activate. That's the thing, though, we don't have time. Well, since the van's taken, this would be the easiest way out. It's worth the risk. Oh, I've always wanted to escape on a chopper! Oh my god, Nadia, no! You're not helping! I want to help, Kira. I can do this. Let me help, please. Letting Salone install the helicopter piloting skill may help you escape future perils. It will also unlock a special scene with Chloe. Well, since I forewent the outfits, so what do? We can upgrade Chloe and hijack Nikos' copter, or try and make a break for the van. Let's hijack Nikos' copter. Friends, right? We might bring it back. I changed my mind. It's our best chance of making it out of here. An Aeros guard suddenly crashes into the bottle rack. Shards of glass rain upon you and your friends. What the hell are you still doing here? Did you just hurl that bulky man with your bare hands? Yes. Now, let's go. Haul ass, everyone! Okay, that's way too much enthusiasm that you've been having this entire time, Nadia. Take a drink. Chloe's handling everything so well. It's beyond anything Aeros could have imagined. Uh-huh. Beside you, Chloe sits a little taller and smiles a little wider. You nudge her playfully. Look at you, making Mom Sloane proud. Chloe laughs brightly. She catches your eye as the others begin talking amongst themselves. I wouldn't have if you didn't let me help. If you didn't take a chance on me. Warming the bench was getting old. Don't say that. We can say, you were amazing, or you're part of the gang. I think I'm gonna go with you were amazing. Because Damien's made it pretty clear she's not part of the gang. You basically saved us back there. I guess I kind of did. Does this mean you're ready to embrace the android side of yourself? I don't see why not. I wonder if Sloane's got any other upgrades. Something for the bedroom, perhaps? Uh-huh, figured that was where that was going. Y'all thirsty aloes. She wiggles her eyebrows playfully. It's funny. But really, I guess I wouldn't mind getting installed with other skills in the future. Really? We can say, and you're okay with that? Wow, Or, then I'm happy for you. Or, sure that's not your program speaking? Oh my god, there's so much judgment across this whole thing. Take a drink. She is perfectly capable of forming her own thoughts. We've seen this. So we're happy for her. I'm glad you're open to discovering different parts of yourself. Oops. It hasn't been a walk in the park, let me tell you. Though I am curious. What do you think it means to be human? Oh, geez. Now we're getting philosophical. Oof. We're going there? Nothing like a mind-bending conversation while soaring through the skies of Berlin. Without a permit. What makes us human is our, we can say, emotions, freedom, or flesh and blood, duh. Okay, again, judgy, because that's incredibly exclusionary. Take a drink. So, this is an interesting thing that a lot of sci-fi touches on, right? What does it mean to be human? We have, and what comes to mind for me, at least, is Data from Star Trek, where they went through a lot, trying to determine, like, what makes him human, or not. And, I think... I think what it basically boils down to, honestly, is the freedom part, because he was really just as human without the emotions chip as he was with the emotions chip. Because they had to install that separately, but he was still perfectly capable of free thought. So that's really what it is the freedom. After escaping Berlin in Nikos' helicopter, you and your friends ride on a train to Moscow to meet Alana's contact. You know, this leaker isn't a one-stop shop to getting our lives back. Eros is going to retaliate. I agree. But you have my word that the Axiom knows what she's doing. Okay, so we've changed our pronouns already between chapters. Awkward. Yeah, the codename makes everything better. Cadence Energy, Sonatech, and even Falcon Inc. She was involved in the collapse of these companies. Glasses, I mean, Sloan. Tell me at least you have heard about this. Sloan glances over at Alana, meets your eyes, then quickly looks away again. Everything all right? Sorry, I was distracted. Yes, Sonatech was all over the news. Their account statements were displayed on their website, revealing financial loopholes, proof of corrupt board members, and a massive gender-based wage gap. I love how this is a world where that brings a corporation down. That's cute. Like I said, this is not her first rodeo. I still have a bad feeling about this. Dee, you have a bad feeling about everything. Nadia and Chloe return from the dining car with wide smiles. We should at least try to enjoy tonight. Dinner'll start in 20. Well, then we better get ready. Like we brought any other clothes. Yes. What a good idea. You return to your respective rooms to freshen up. I mean compartments? They're not rooms. As you finish smoothing the creases on your clothes, you hear a knock on the door. Take a drink. You open it to see... Kira! Hi! Why are you surprised to see us, Sloan? Sloan fixes her glasses and fumbles with the hem of her skirt. Sloan, we can say, are you okay? Or, you didn't down too much coffee again, did you? Wow, judgy much? Take another drink. Just be nice. Are you okay? Yes, my heart rate is just accelerating. From emotion, not from pre-existing conditions. Hey, I've got you. What's going on? Sloan grabs a piece of paper from her pocket, unfolds it, and starts reciting what she's written. Kira, my first encounter with you was in the form of stories. Chloe spoke of you with such admiration, so much so that I was determined to make sure you were real, that you would be good for her. But when I saw you across the room at Nadia's housewarming party, it was like my brain shut down completely. And it never does that. My brain function is average to above average. I'm sure, honey. Sloan returns to her paper, hiding her blushing face. Aww. On our impromptu shopping trip for the opera, I was surprised to detect hints of jealousy. She points at her stomach. In here. That it wouldn't be me sitting next to you, reciting the words of La Boheme. That you'd always be dressing up to impress someone else. Oh, honey. But that someone else is my best friend, and I would never, ever hurt Chloe. So I tried to keep my feelings in check. No matter what, though, you kept pulling me into your orbit as fast as NASA's Juno. That's metaphorical. Seeing the stars with you in the planetarium, crossing country borders on a plane next to you. You make me feel like I can do anything, Kira. Your extraordinary humor and sensitivity, how strong you are, how brave you are in the face of everything that's happened. I like you. Oh. I like you a lot. And we just kind of stand there stunned. Because what on earth do you do with that? So, yeah. Bye! Okay, hit and run confession, I guess. No, wait! Sloane! Come back here, woman! You try to chase Sloane, but she disappears down the hallway. Oh, honey. What just happened? That's a damn good question. No, you could make tonight into a date for you and someone special. Nadia, I literally have a girlfriend. What are you doing? Woman, you are not helping. Nadia gives you a gentle nudge and a wink. Knowing what we're facing tomorrow, you might not get many more opportunities. Also, we're running out of chapters. Whoever you choose as your date tonight will know that you are romantically interested in them. Okay. While you can be in an open relationship with more than one love interest, the person you choose here will be your only date for this evening's dinner and festivities. Well, there's Damien, my longtime friend, who literally talked about cutting my girlfriend loose because he thought she was dangerous. And still hasn't apologized. Yeah, there he is. Whatever. Sloane, who confessed her feelings earlier. And she does look very pretty in that color. And Chloe, my perfect match. Yeah, she's still awful cute, though. So who will you choose? We've got Sloane, Chloe, or Damien wearing a shirt that he's going to be really uncomfortable in unless that fabric stretches, because that is way too tight across the shoulders. Look at the puckers. No, my dude, no. I like Chloe. I'm a one-woman gal. Like, that's just me. Chloe smiles as you approach her. Would you do me the honor of being my date, Chloe Young? Besides, she's the only one whose outfit I go with. Everybody else is too classy for me. But no, mostly it's just because I like Chloe. I never get tired of saying yes to you. Aww. Well, then I'll just have to keep asking you out, won't I? You know, if you won't enjoy yourself over dinner, Damien, we will have to uninvite you from the after party. Wow. Snap. What? The what? There's a recreation car with a bar and gambling. We're going after dinner for festivities. It was Nadia's idea. Who knows what kind of trouble we can get up to there? But you can't come unless you behave. Will there be drinks at this party? Yes, Damien, your alcoholism is a personality. We get it. It is at a bar, Damien. Well, then consider me Mr. Positive. We're going to win at everything, and no harm will ever come to us. Attaboy. Yay! That was creepy. Do not do that ever again. I know it says do not do that. Do not ever do that again. Whatever. After dinner is done, the waitress leads your group to the entertainment car, which is, again, suspiciously empty. And also this ceiling looks a little high for a train, I'm not gonna lie. Get your wallets ready, kids, because we're playing hard tonight. I'm just gonna watch, but okay. Let's go to the one with the spinny wheel. Oh my god, Nadia, haven't you at least seen a James Bond movie? It's a roulette table. You mean roulette? Welcome! I'll also be your croupier for tonight. Will everyone in your group be playing? Hell yes! Oh my god, there's so much enthusiasm tonight. What's going on? I mean, yes. Sorry, I got too excited. Yes, you did. Both of you grow quiet. Sloane purposely busies herself to avoid your eyes. So, about what you said earlier. She nearly drops everything she's holding, but catches it at the very last second. Oh, we don't have to talk about it now. Or ever, in fact. Sloane. I chose to be with Chloe, and no one else. But your friendship means so much to me. I don't want to lose that. Oh! Oh. Yeah, sorry, girl. That's okay. I mean, someone like you is bound to get, snatched up. I mean, so are you, Sloane, not gonna lie. I think you're amazing, and I'm really glad you said what you said. I am too, actually. I don't think I would have if the last few weeks hadn't been so... She gestures wildly with her hands, and you two chuckle. Yeah. I'm in Europe for the first time in my life. I have friends who I adore, and I spoke up for who I want. Come on. They're all things to be proud of. Sloane nods with a content smile. I hope this won't make things awkward between us. So we chose to stay friends with Sloane. Yay! Not a chance. Still waiting for our drinks over here. Oh, we should start on those mojitos. I'll grab the mint. As another of Chloe's songs comes to a close, Nadia works a nearby jukebox. A slow tune swells, and she shoots you a knowing smile. And that's our cue to leave. Except you, Chloe. I know what you're doing. I should hope so. It'd kill the mood if I have to spell it out. I mean, fair. Good night, Nadia. Nadia shoots you and Chloe a wink and ushers everyone out. You and Chloe fall into an easy step, bodies pressed together. Your eyes gaze deeply into each other's. Finally. That desperate for quality time. Always desperate for quality time when it comes to you. Aww. She likes us. Chloe suddenly twirls and dips you. We are surprised. She chuckles at your stunned expression. I thought you'd be used to my antics by now, along with my super strength. I mean, it has its benefits. Nope. Nor do I want to be. She pulls you back up. Your faces so close together that you feel her breath against your lips. See, she breathes. I adore you, Kira, in every sense of the word. Aww. So we can kiss Chloe or tease Chloe. Kissing is an option. Take a drink. I'm a kisser. You hold her tight, kissing her with purpose. Mm-hmm. This what you had in mind? Among other things. Chloe kisses you again, her body lining up perfectly against yours. She holds your chin, thumb tracing your bottom lip. It tickles. Should we move this somewhere more private? Your room, perhaps? Are you gonna clue me in on what you have planned? Chloe smiles mischievously, brushing your cheek. It involves something I requested from the kitchen staff. Something cold to the touch. Oh my gosh, temperature play? Really? I'm definitely curious now. Perfect. Because I'm not ready to let you go. Okay, so we can spend the night with Chloe in our suite for 20 diamonds or head to bed. I don't know, y'all. It's getting kind of late. I think I'm... You know what? No, we're gonna do it. We're gonna spend the night with Chloe in our suite. We did with the boys, we should do with the girls. Okay. Let's go then. Chloe offers her arm and you take it. You walk down the hall in familiar, comfortable silence. After closing the door, Chloe circles her arm around your back. The other hand holds yours in a slow dance position. Aww. Haven't had enough of this. We're here. A public park this empty in the middle of the day? Damien, we can say, you're right, something's off. Or, I think you're overreacting. He's not overreacting, he's right, something's off. This is just a more secluded part of town. Not many people live this far from the city center. Really? Because we're staring right at the city center, Alana. Come on. Chloe takes your hand and tugs you closer to her. Stay close, Kira. Alana folds her arms across her chest and glances around. They'll arrive in no time. Keep bouncing pronouns on this person. I'm not sure why. This is strange. If by them you mean the last people we want to see, then they're already here. All of you turn around to see Cecile, flanked by a large number of Eros' guards. Get them! Sure. You feel your arm yanked painfully to the right. Hold still, Kira. Alana brings you to your knees and locks your hands behind your back. I feel like she shouldn't do this with her android girlfriend standing literally right there. Alana, we can say, I knew it. You traitor! Or, you're working for Eros? Why are we surprised? She's literally been acting shady this entire time. Alana, I knew it. We trusted you. It's nothing personal, Kira. I did what I had to. You watch helplessly as the guards capture your friends one at a time. You glance around the perimeter for an escape route, but the whole park has been surrounded. Hold still, damn it! Chloe tries to break free. The sound of crackling electricity invades your senses. Cool, we literally just got her a new power core and now you guys are frying it again. That's awesome. Don't hurt her, please! Cecile ignores Sloane coolly and then tips her chin at Nadia. Gag this one. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, you better watch your back, you... A piece of cloth is stuffed into Nadia's mouth and tied around her head. You realize you can still talk around those, right? Damien just glares, because he's a man. Damien is brought to the ground next to you, his cheek pressed against the pavement. What? Hey, Damien wasn't part of the deal. Mm-hmm. The deal has changed, Ms. Kasuma. You feel a stabbing pain on your neck, and your body grows heavy and stiff. Your vision becomes blurry before giving way to complete darkness. Oh, and that is the end of chapter 13. So, next week, I will be out of town, in a place where I will not have streaming capability. So, I may record a chapter of this and release it, upload it here on Twitch and then also on YouTube. I haven't decided yet. And the same thing would happen with Endless Friday for next week. But definitely 2 weeks from now, we will have another chapter of Perfect Match Book 1 on Perfect Match Mondays. So that is same time, same place, twitch.tv/aromanticace at 7 p.m. Pacific. And then both this Friday and then 2 Fridays from now for sure, we will be doing more of Endless Friday. So that is Endless Summer Book 1. I think we are up to chapter 13, 14, 13, 13. I don't know. We're up to another chapter in Endless Summer. So, yeah. Tune in for both of those. And y'all have a good week. Enjoy the days between now and Friday. Catch you later.